Om Shri Satnam Sakhi, Jai Shri Krishna. Satsang Varkha, Book 11, Discourse 3, Part 6. Guru Maharaj Ji said, once a Mahatma came and settled under a tree situated outside a town. People who passed by asked the Mahatma, Mahatma Ji, who are you and where have you come from? The Mahatma said, I am a wanderer, but my only best friend is God. All the people urged him to conduct sermons and discourses. So the Mahatma started Satsang every evening. Every day the number of devotees attending the sermon increased. People started to enjoy the Satsang. The minister of that kingdom also loved the Mahatma's Satsangs, so he went there every day. The king asked the minister, Where do you go every day without telling me? The minister replied, Maharaj, there is a saint who has come from the town and his discourses uplifts our mind. A wandering mind becomes calm listening to his knowledgeable discourses. The king said, Why didn't you tell me about it? The minister said, Maharaj, please come along with me right now. The Raja went with the minister to the saint. He saw so many people sitting on the sand, there were no mats or any chairs to sit. So the king also sat down along with them. The king thought, we have all the provisions at our palace, but still the number of people gathered here is huge. So out of curiosity, he asked the people, Why have you all come here? They replied, Dear king, whoever comes here drinks the divine nectar of the Mahatma's Satsang. When the king first came to the saint, he was arrogant. But as soon as he heard the Satsang, his pride also vanished, and his wandering mind became calm. Every day the king experienced joy. He thought of inviting the saint home. Hence he told the minister, Please request the saint to come and have lunch with us. The minister said, Maharaj, the saint goes door to door to collect alms. The king said, All right, ask him to come to our palace for his meals. The minister followed the instructions of the king. He went to the saint and requested him to come to the palace and accept the king's offerings. The saint replied, It's my principle that I collect my alms only from the house that comes first on my way. Hence, he refused to go to the palace. In spite of requesting a couple of times, the saint refused to go to the king's palace. The king told the minister to be a little strict with the saint, so the minister went to the saint and warned him, If you don't listen to the king, he will get angry and banish you from the town. The saint replied, Mulk tangnist, fakirnist. That means, God's town is not small, and I am not lame. I can leave the town right now. The minister came back and told the king about the saint's refusal to come to the palace. However, there was a devotee who was familiar with the saints and advised the king thus, My lord, don't worry. You order all the citizens to close their doors. He shall then reach the palace after being refused from all the houses. So the king did as the devotee suggested. All the citizens followed the instructions given by the king. No one opened the door to the saint. So the saint, after going to each and every house, asking for food, reached the king's palace. The king was ready with food. He welcomed the saint and served him with respect and love. After the saint ate his food, he asked the king for his leave. The king said, Maharaj, I have a request. How can I see God? The saint said, Maharaj, should I say it verbally or show it to you? The king said, Please do both. The saint said, All right. God says, always speak the truth, never lie, and be humble. Do not fight with anyone and consider all other women to be your sister, mother, and daughter. If you follow the above instructions, then you shall surely see God. If you don't, then Tulsidas ji says, he is responsible for the same. The king said, Mahatma ji, you have explained this to me orally. Now please demonstrate it. The saint said, The plan you made to call me home today, in the same way, plan and work towards inviting God. You ordered all the citizens to stay indoors and not to open their doors to me. Thus, I reached your palace asking for food after being let down from all the houses where I went to fetch food. In the same manner, we must withdraw all our senses from the outer world and draw ourselves within. We shall surely find God if we seek Him with love and warmth. The king and all the ministers along with him were happy to listen to the saint's conversation. बोलिए सतगुरुदेव भगवान की जय.